BJP MLA B. Yatnal has made a foul and personal remark about Congress's ex-president Sonia Gandhi. During a speech at Kopal, Yatnal called Sonia Gandhi a Vishkanya and called her a Pakistan and China agent as well. So another controversy that has now erupted over these comments of what this BJP MLA has said. Let's first listen in to what he had to say.
ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಮೋದಿ ಅವರನ್ನ ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತು ತಗೊಂಡದ್ದು. ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಸಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಕೆಂಪು ಹಾಸಿಗೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಗಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೈ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ವದ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾಗರ ಹಾವಿಗೆ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿಷ ಕಚ್ತಾರತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ನೀವೇನು ಯಾರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಕುಣಿಲಕತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಏನು ವಿಷಕನ್ನೇ ನಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ದೇಶ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡೋಣಂತ ಚೀನಾ ಮತ್ತು ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನದ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ.
So that was the comment that came from the BJP MLA. Let's also now bring in our colleague and senior editor Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining us on the broadcast. Now, Pallavi, this is unfortunate on multiple levels. At a time when the BJP is hitting out at the Congress for indulging in name-calling, their own MLA is doing exactly that, and that also for a woman.
Yeah, and the unfortunate part is that this now seems to become a new normal, because whenever we look at any election after election, there always seems to be such cases where Election Commission has to swing into action and have to deal with the violation of model code of conduct. The mode of conduct essentially says is that you cannot make personal attacks, you cannot make personal comments. These kind of comments certainly invite a wrath of the Election Commission. But having said that, Ridhima, yes, at a time when the Congress is being attacked by comments by Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge against the Prime Minister, now the Congress is certainly going to go upbeat and say, look, how are you different? That's exactly what you are also doing. And this kind of an attack on Sonia Gandhi, according to allegations coming in from the Congress party, a personal comment on her, calling her a Vish Kanya, I think this is something which the Congress party would always use as a counter to the kind of allegations and attacks which are coming in from the BJP over the Congress party.
Pallavi, what I essentially also want to understand, considering the fact that you've been reporting for us and getting us ground reports on the ground, unfortunately, because both political parties are indulging in name-calling, does any of this actually have an impact for the voter on the ground?
Well, I mean, if you go by precedence, if you go by history, yes and no, Ridhima. I mean, I remember the turnaround movement in Gujarat elections, also the Mosque Ka Saudagar comment. It also depends on how the political parties really want to whip it up to their advantage. But, as I said, in the heat and dust of electoral campaigns, this is certainly an issue which both political parties would want to use against each other. And, this is something which also is used to whip up the cadre, use a bias for the cadre. So in that sense, yes, it is something which political parties won't shy away from as far as attacking each other is concerned.
Pallavi, what I also want to understand is, yesterday when that comment was made by the Congress chief, the BJP called it a turning point and said this reflects the mindset of the party. Then an apology came. What is the thinking within the Congress as of now? What do they want to fight the elections on? The report card of the work that they have done, or name calling? Okay, we seem to have lost that connection with Pallavi, but as we were discussing, that yesterday you had the BJP hit out at the Congress party for indulging in name-calling with the comment that came from Mallikarjun Kharge against the Prime Minister. Today you have a Karnataka BJP MLA who himself is indulged in name-calling, and he's referred to Sonia Gandhi as a Vishkanya and also called her a Pakistan and China agent. Ritu also continues to be with us. Ritu, any reaction that's coming in from the BJP so far?
In regard to what the Mallikarjun Kharge had gone on to say, of course, we did see how CM Basuraj Bommai came out hitting out at him, and also, moreover, now BJP MLA Basangoda Patil Yatnal, also who happens to be the senior leader from the BJP, comes out and making this sort of a statement. Of course, we will again get to see how Congress leaders are all going to react to his statement as well. That now high chances that the Congress leaders will say that why is that now they are getting to that level of politics while they want want to attack the Congress party continuously. So yes, the war of words are just going to will escalate between both BJP and the Congress. But as said, we did see during the end movement of the elections that whenever any leader has come out to make such sort of a statement, it had costed the party very heavily, and we did see the kind of impact that it had also made it. You remember what Siddaramaiah earlier in 2018 had gone on to make a kind of a statement related to the Lingayats, and also DK Shivakumar, the DK Shivakumar who went on to make a statement on the Lingayat tag as well, and Siddaramaiah attacking one of the other leaders, senior leaders of the BJP. So this has all actually seen an impact during the elections, and this is yet another time when we're getting to see Mallikarjun Kharge aggressively and continuously, extensively campaigning in the Kalyan Karnataka region, where his whole attempt is to woo as many as SC/ST voters that he can. But during this time, this statement coming out, we will really have to see that how is the people of Karnataka are going to respond to it. Now, that's the reason why BJP senior leaders are saying that the people of Karnataka should give befitting reply to Congress party during the election.
Okay.
When the
Ritu,
results
I just
come out, they should
apologize
be
for
standing.
interrupting. Just stay on with us. We want to take in a reaction from the Congress as well. Sanket Yanagi now joining us on the broadcast. Good to have you with us here on CNN News 18. Your first reaction to the comment that has been made by the BJP MLA who's referred to the ex-Congress President Sonia Gandhi as a Vishwakanya, also called her a China and agent of Pakistan.
This is the tendency of the BJP. They never accept any woman leader to grow. Earlier, the Prime Minister also has made a statement about one of the sitting MP of the Congress, that she is a Shudpaniki. In the parliament itself, he made a statement. And now the BJP's MLA is making a statement about Sonia Gandhi. So, in one or the other way, they are always playing with the dignity of a woman. They are always comparing the woman to something which is not acceptable in a civilized society. They never accept the growth of a woman. They never tolerate any woman being grown to a political status.
Sanket Yanagi, I agree with the point that you're making that this name calling actually shouldn't happen, and specifically when a woman is involved. But I want to understand, can the Congress really take the moral high ground? Yesterday you had your own party chief who indulged in name calling for no one less than the Prime Minister. So can any political party claim to be holier than thou today?
Cattle calling pot black. When Prime Minister himself has indulged in making such comments which are not acceptable to a civilized society, calling the former Prime Minister as the raincoat Prime Minister, calling a Vidwa of the Congress, and calling someone as the 50 crore girlfriend. So this is not acceptable to a civilized society. When Prime Minister consciously, knowing that he is a Prime Minister of the country, represent everyone, irrespective of the caste, creed or religion, gender, then he making such a statement which is not acceptable
but
to the
Sanket,
society.
let's just talk about the two recent comments that have been made. The comment that has been made by the Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge, where he's referred to the Prime Minister as a poisonous snake, and the comment that has been made by a BJP MLA today. So I'm essentially trying to understand, does the Congress regret the comment that was made by Mallikarjun Kharge, or do you feel this is part and parcel as far as politics are concerned?
So let me first clarify that Mr. Kharge has already clarified his statement that his statement is not against the Prime Minister but against the ideology of the BJP and RSS. That being the case, he has already given a full stop to this. Just because he is a Dalit leader and Dalits are not being tolerated in India, this is one example to it. If at all it was a Brahmin leader, they would not have propagated it to such an extent. And some media sections have been working as a propagandist. This is not acceptable to a society. First, let them understand that he understood that there is something which ought not to have been said, and he has regretted for it. He has sought an apology. He clarified to that extent. But despite that, if they want to take this as an issue, it's just because he is a Dalit, they don't tolerate
No,
Dalits.
I don't think, Sanket,
And this is
that's
an
a fair
example.
comparison to make. I don't think anybody has picked it up only because he's a Dalit. The simple question that even channels across the media and others are
that is
asking
very
today,
clear from
is
the conduct
name
of the
calling,
BJP.
is name calling the right way to go? Is this now being seen as a desperate attempt to try and get some votes? But I'll leave that conversation there. Sanket Yanagi of the Congress, appreciate you joining us here on CNN News 18. Let's continue the conversation with our colleague Ritu, who continues to be with us. And Ritu, that really is the larger question. Have political parties now accepted the fact that this is a part and parcel, and thus we continue to see more instances from either sides?
Very true. You see, now this has hit a very new low where the senior leader of the BJP goes on to make such kind of a statement again against the senior leader of the Congress, Sonia Gandhi, calling her out as in the Vishakanya.